will take it. Blackwell stepping back, feeding Winter. There's Crowell down low and slamming it home.
A perfect way to start this game from Wisconsin. A little horn flick there, trying to get the high-low from Winter to Crowell, and some offense we didn't see at the start of last game.
This is a crucial stretch here for the Badgers. They got jumped against Holy Cross to start that last game, Dave.
Still fresh.
Yeah, 21-5 run to start the game for Holy Cross. Looking the other way so far.
Walters comes up short. That's Tanjay the other way.
Still fresh. Still?
Now Crowell hand off to Blackman.
Still here.
You see Crowell lining it in the post.
Unstoppables, you just toss,
Instead Blackman,
wash,
that's a long two.
To give your clothes all-day freshness.
We know
Back
your
low,
days
just a
are
little too antsy there on that one. Want to get a better shot than
Sprouts
that.
Farmers Market, we make every
Walker getting
interaction
some
feel
Mullins, new
simple.
transfer.
A sense of ease in making healthy and delicious choices,
Now Walker
even
again.
on the longest days. Because Sprouts gathers
a
the
three-point
freshest
shot,
produce
opts to
and
keep it.
prepares the tastiest ready-to-eat meals, making nutritious and delicious eating a
Shot clock
breeze.
going down. This is a
Discover
matchup
that
to watch right
Sprouts
here.
feeling, no
Walker
matter
on
how you
Crowell.
shop. In-store, pickup,
Crowell
delivery.
spins,
Discover
pumps,
the
goes up,
difference.
no good.
Sprouts Farmers Market.
Brandon Walker,
Shop fresh,
very
healthy,
right-hand
and
dominant,
delicious.
wants to get
Visit
back to that
sprouts.com or
left
download
shoulder
the
over that
app.
left shoulder, little hook shot. Good job by Crowell staying there.
Led
There's Max
5-0
Pleasant, the
early,
3-and-D
Jennifer Mountain,
specialist for the
and then the
Badgers. 1 for
Pilots got
7
hot,
from
and from the
deep
midway point of the
against
first
Holy
quarter
Cross,
on,
but
it's been all Portland.
398
Pilots got
last
hot
year.
from
That'll
the
be an off-ball
three-point line. They
foul
caused
on Montana
turnovers,
State.
and off to the
It's a
races
little too
they went.
handsy
We'll
on the
take a
perimeter
quick
there.
look here
Montana
at the
State's going to be a
stats.
very highly
You see the
switchable
field
team.
goal percentage
Obviously,
right there, and
everybody
the
in the
distance,
starting
you know,
lineup
the
very similar
three-point line.
size, between
One
6'6"
bright spot I
and
think for
6'9"
Hawaii
ish.
is the
So
rebounding.
you're going to see a lot of switching these dribble handoffs.
But
We're going
that
to pre-rotate
assist
a lot in the
number,
post
10
on
assists
Crowell and
on
Winter
14
and
field
try to get some
goals.
deflections,
Terrific
try to
job
get
by
some
Portland.
steals.
Yeah, that was
If
Montana
you're the
State's
Pilots,
tallest player
and
there,
again,
Max
Mike
Ogbong-Polo.
went to his bench. Both clubs use their
They're starting
benches
lineup at
liberally.
6'8",
If
so
you're Meek
tall across
and
the
the
board,
Portland
but
Pilots,
no
as we
major
look at
height
some more stats, what becomes really
for the
critical
Bobcats.
for Portland to seal the deal?
It's a good
I
shot
think
there
you go
from Max
back to your
Pleasant.
game
Obviously, you
plan.
mentioned
I mean,
Vince, 1 for
defensively,
7
they are
in
really good.
the
That's
game
what
against Holy
makes
Cross. Did not score
this
in the
Portland
exhibition
squad
game
go. They put a ton of
against River
pressure on you.
Falls
They
as well,
take you
but
out of what you
Badger
want to
fans
do
know who Max
offensively.
Klesman
They
is.
make
If
you
he's
go
getting
quick,
those
and
shots, he's
Hawaii
eventually going to
struggled
start
with that
making
at
them.
times.
He's a great
You're going to
shooter,
see the heat,
but it's
and
just
then
nice
if
that
you're
he's getting
Hawaii,
those looks early
you've
on
got to
this
be
year.
composed in
So
that half
far,
court,
keeping the
get
Bobcats
good looks.
scoreless.
I thought Phillips was
Holy Cross
terrific in that
ultimately
first
led-
half. She found the
had a
gaps in the zone,
21-2
able to score.
run against the Badgers
Ananiev,
to
one
start
of
the
two
game.
players
Ultimately
with 8
led
points
23-7.
apiece.
That's a
Burnham,
three-
the other one.
Ogbong-Polo,
And again,
and it's good.
Ananiev off the
certainly
bench
something
has just
Ogbong-Polo
had
has
the
in
answer
his-
almost every
in
time
his
she
repertoire,
takes
but maybe
that
not his
warm-up
strong
off.
suit. A really
Her
tough
skill
shot
set.
over the
I mean,
outstretched
right out
arms
of
of
the gate,
Nolan
she can
Winter
shoot
there.
the
and
three. She can
Montana
create.
State gets on the
She's
board.
so long and
Ogbong-Polo
athletic.
shot
One of the things when you talk to
156
Coach
from three
Beeman,
last
she was
year,
worried
was
about the
silky
length
smooth
of
there.
Portland's guards, and I think
Winter
that it
off
has
the mark,
affected them
ball
in this
on the
first
turf.
half.
And Montana
If
State
you're
getting scrappy
Hawaii
with
head
it.
coach Laura Beeman, you haven't
Throwing it down
won
is McMahon.
season opening game
Now out it
since
goes.
2019.
Open
You
three-pointer.
haven't won one of those on the road since 2015. What
Great
has to
driving
change?
kick by
Well, I
Mullins
think,
there.
again,
Get it to your
take care of
shooter on the
basketball.
outside.
Take care
I
of the
mean,
basketball
that's
so that you
exactly
get
the look you
quality
want if you're
looks.
Montana
I think
State.
you got to go back to
Tyler
Phillips, but I
passing
also think you need to get a
373
few more people
from three
involved
last year. Can't give
offensively.
him many
She's
open
leading
looks.
them with
Montana
13
State as a
points. The
whole,
next
a
highest point
fantastic
production is
three-point
5.
shooting team in
Got to share the
conference. Shot
basketball and maybe try to
397
establish a little inside
on
game.
Ogbong-Polo. Another
We're
three,
looking
that
at the
time
Hawaii
no good,
Huddle
went to
pick
the board.
first in the Big West, but we should mention in a couple of years, I mean, it's official. They are joining the Mountain West.
Wesnick
They'll begin
guarded by
competition
Patterson.
for all sports in
Crowell, he's
July
good
of
with a height
2026.
advantage.
That's big
Tanjay,
news
the
for
pump
Hawaii.
fake.
Big
Step
news
back
and a
three.
big jump for
It's
this
good.
program. And she's
John
talked about the
Tanjay.
recruiting and how
John
she's
Tanjay
really
picking up right where
looking
he
to
left
bring
off
in
against
players
Holy
that
Cross. A
can
great
take
decision
them
to
the
pump fake
next
that
level.
one. Nice little
And right now,
sidestep,
Hawaii's
get to
doing a
his
great
spot,
job. They
and
just got to
just
continue
pure
and
so
get
far
better.
this year.
So,
Was especially
second half
nerve-wracking for the
underway,
Badgers
third quarter
losing Chucky Hepburn
underway.
and AJ Storrs. That both those three were kind of
Hawaii
their three-level scorers, and
trying to
Tanjay
make up
providing
a
exactly
10-point
that.
gap.
Foul will go on
And
Crowell
right away, Phillips
on the
goes
Jay
up
Mullins
aggressively, but comes
Yeah,
up
just
empty.
not a
Here
smart
comes
foul from
Portland.
Stephen Crowell there. If you're going
Phillips
to help
one-on-one.
over,
You like that look.
want to
Yes,
commit
they're
to
doing
the
a good
help,
job
just
defensively.
got caught reaching in, and
What a
Blackwell
pass
actually
down
stayed
low
with
from
Mullins
Mark
pretty much the
to
entire
Ho.
way through on that,
High-low
but
option
Crowell
right
reaching
there
in
by
late,
Alexis
kinda
Mark.
picking up a
Great
silly foul
feed
here early.
to her partner
Jade
down
Mullins,
low. Mark
one of 8
sat
new
a lot in
players
that second
for
quarter with the
Montana
2
State.
fouls. They're a different team with her on the floor.
Just so much more athletic, and when you have your
First
four
one
that
is
can
good.
move
move the way she can and rebound,
minutes per
you're going to be in a
game
good spot.
with Washington State.
Let's take another
They
look
didn't
at
play
this
a ton
feed.
last year, but in the
Well, watch this. I mean, the
2021-22
biggest
season, he
thing
played
here
a
is the
ton. Was
side,
a
top
great
side
shooter
movement.
for them, shooting around
Meek is
40% from
composed,
3. So
high,
a
low
very
option.
capable
You can
scorer.
see
Obviously, guys like
Hawaii
Miles
out of
Rice on that
position and
Washington
hold
State
at the
team
finish.
last year kind of took away from Mullins' minutes, but
So
he's
that's
very
a good start
capable
to
of
the
a,
third
of
quarter
a
for the
scorer
hometown
and is
Pilots.
definitely going to have the
Season
opportunity on
opener
this
for
Montana
both
State team
teams.
as they look to press early on in this game.
Mullins
That's a
is down
great
here shooting
test
the
for
ball,
both teams. There's
27%
high-low that gets
from
away
the field,
from
but a feisty perimeter
Hawaii,
defender.
but
There's
it
Blackwell
will remain
in rhythm.
with
It's
the
good.
Rainbow Wahine.
A picture-perfect press break from the Badgers there. Get the ball in the middle to Carter Gilmore, and he does his job. Finds Blackwell in the 95th percentile last year in spot-up-3 percentage. I mean, one of the best in the country when it comes to those shots.
Okay, David, doing your homework there, I see. That's quite the stat.
My advanced stats, you know me, Vince.
The cutter.
Out it goes again. Impressive offensive rebound from Montana State. Driving in
That's
McMahon.
a designed option right
now
there. You see the ball
Polo
go inside
again
the
will
hole,
fire.
and immediately
that one
Burns
offline.
coming from the
With
weak
an offensive
side,
board.
looking for that little pocket pass
That's a
back
shot
to
you'll
her
live
at the
with if
free
you're
throw line
Wisconsin, though.
extended.
Fresh
Brewers
30
picks up her second team's first.
for Montana State.
And that's all movement without the ball.
Another
Portland does a
long
terrific job.
Too
off
strong.
ball
Another
of making
offensive
things
rebound.
happen, whether it is a cut, a
Montana State
backdoor
doing a great
option.
job of
They
tapping
have
it
a lot
out.
of trick options here and there in their
been
offense,
Nduka
but
this
it's really
possession.
hard to defend a
Chika
person that is
Nduka
continuing to
saw
see
some
moving.
solid minutes last year.
Couple for Burnham, 10 points
over
now.
14
She gave you
per
12
game.
points a pop last year. You expect her in double
Number
figures.
2 with
She delivers
Montana
the
State.
goods.
What he
Burnham's
did
a
last
player
year
that can give you
was
25 at any
incredible.
point.
Took
You know,
over
it's
the
just,
job
again, there's
late
so much
April. They were
depth.
well behind in the recruiting cycle. Only 4 players
Phillips
on the roster
had a notion.
when he took over. Leads this team back
Well,
to a Big
Kopu.
Sky championship.
Yeah, but Matt
Short
Logie
there,
has made
easy
the
board.
tournament in 12 of
Val
his
Shearer
13
just lets it go
seasons
out of
as a head
bounds, but
coach
it'll
across all
belong to the
3 levels,
pilots.
Division 1 through 3. I mean, that's an impressive
I've
thing
been
to do. And
impressed with
obviously,
Portland's
this is a guy that just
half-court
knows
defense. We
how to
always
win.
talk about how
I
they
mean,
make you
came in
go
last
quick in the
year
full
in the
court,
down year
but
for this
I
team
think
is
their
finishing
half-court
5th in your
defense
conference
has
and winning the
improved.
tournament.
Keeping the
I
ball
think you're
in
pretty
front.
happy with
How
where you
critical
are.
is that
Montana
when they
State said
play
they wanted
clubs
to
that
coach
can
with a
handle their
proven winner.
pressure?
As a kickball
Well, it's
will do it
huge.
again.
I mean, because if
Logie's
you're
done
not turning
exactly
somebody
that.
over, you've
Going
got to be
into
able to
Montana
defend
State,
in the half court, and right now they're
247
doing
wins,
both.
54 losses over 11 seasons.
He's one of 2 coaches to
44-30.
win. Lead their team to the
8:07
NCAA
left to
tournament at
go
all
in this
3 levels.
third quarter.
Tobin Anderson, the other one. And college basketball fans will recognize that name. Had some tournament
Biggest
heroics
lead
a
of the
couple
game.
years ago.
You're looking at it right
So
now
some
for
good company
Portland.
to be in.
And there's the walk.
Polo looking for
Rahine
room.
Kapu took a few
Walled
too
off
many
by
steps.
Nolan Winter.
Hawaii having
Shot
a
won't
really
go. Polo awful
time
aggressive
right
so
now
far
of
in this matchup.
penetrating
Now 1
gaps
for
because
4 with a
Portland
3-pointer made.
is switching
Probably not what
defensively.
Montana State
They have
wants so
so
far. They
many
probably want to
versatile
be getting
players. They can
some of their
pretty much
shooters into some
switch
better
1 through
situations. They
4
got
right now,
Rapost just
keeping
forcing
hold
it a little
down
bit
low.
early on.
But if you're switching, it doesn't allow that
Lesnar
gap,
gets
and Portland
screened
doing
by
a terrific
Gilmore.
job. And you see the walk right there of just making them go too quick.
Lefotu checking
Gilmore
in
finding
for
Blackwell,
Hawaii
mentioned
along
before.
with
His
Kira
first season
May
as point guard of this squad.
Filemo.
Dropped it off down low. Nice pass, but an excellent block from Montana State.
Again,
That
both
was
of these
Brian
clubs
Gorecki on the
deep, both
backside, getting up
teams
for that block.
going
The
to their
All Big
bench.
Sky
Mark
preseason
strong
All Big
to the
Sky
rim.
was the
Contact,
Montana
nothing
State
called.
Bobcats
Ball
returning
stays with
leading
Portland.
point scorer
Love the
from
take
last
from the high
year.
post
So
right there. And
coming off the
that's
bench
when you
this
see
year
her
early on,
athleticism.
and
Just
will
got to go
certainly
up and
make an
finish with
impact.
her left
Tyler
hand.
Patterson buries the tray. Shot
Last year at
343
LMU,
last year. Was
4
deadly in
20-point
Montana
games,
State's
5
late
double-doubles.
season
Mark
surge.
can do it all.
Lot of
Inbound
shooters
play
on
to
the
perfection.
floor.
Amy Shear with the back
Made as
cut,
many
set it up
threes as any
perfectly,
team
and an
in
easy
the Big
finish.
Sky. They expect that number to go
7
up
points
this
now
year.
for Shear,
That's
the
exactly
veteran.
what you want out of that high pick and roll. Get the defense to help in off of the shooter on
Phillips
the side.
needs
If you
to
are
touch the ball
Wisconsin,
every
can't be
time,
helping off
Jennifer
of that strong
Mountain.
side shooter. You got to stay attached and force that
Another
help to come from
travel.
the backside, rotate down.
And that's all
Montana
Mark
State,
right
though,
there.
just
You
1 of
see
7
her switching
their last
off,
7
and that's
field
your
goal
four
attempts,
player
but
up
their defense
defending
has
at the
been great. They've been
three-point
switching
line
well,
right there.
denying well
When we
off the
talk
ball,
about her
and
versatility,
why we're
there it
driving
is.
this
I mean,
game so far.
watch this backdoor cut by
Wisconsin
Shear.
defense
You
mentioned
couldn't really
before,
see the
really
setup,
struggled
but she's so
out the gate
good
against Holy Cross.
at making things
privilege of being
happen.
at practice yesterday. You got a turnover
Burnham
by the
just kind
Badgers.
of flips it up, back rim and off,
Being
ball
away
up for
is
grabs
Zephyr,
into the
and
hands
a
of Phillips.
three-pointer won't go for
She'll give it
Gorecki.
up.
But we were at Badger practice the other day. The big thing that they were
16-point
practicing was
lead.
defensive
Pilots
switching. And
looking to
it was
blow this
for a
one
reason.
Open.
Holy Cross, they
There's
shot
a double
incredibly
team. Oh, boy,
well.
I'll
9
say.
of 24
Oh, man, just
from
chucking
deep
it out
in
of
Wisconsin.
harm's
You
way
take
is
out a team who's
Perez.
got a lot of great
Phillips.
three-point shooters, but
Good
the numbers
defense
that high, got to think
inside
that
by
the switching
Shear.
was not up to
8 on
par,
the shot
David.
clock
Well, and
now.
that's the thing that you give
Peacock,
and take
you
with
bet.
the Nolan Winter,
Peacock
Stephen
with a
Crowell lineup at the
huge
start.
three-point
You
shot
lose a little
because
bit on
that
the foot
half-court
speed side, which
defensive
means your
set was
rotations
good
have
by
to be
Portland.
almost perfect, and they just weren't in that Holy Cross
Peacock
game.
with
That
5
starting lineup did
points.
a much better
She
job
averaged
early
2
on
points a
today
pop last
at getting
year,
at
so
the
that's
shooters,
good news
and it's
for
evident on the scoreboard.
That's
Coach
Kamari
Beeman.
Gee, who had it momentarily.
Turnover.
Fan favorite for this this team.
All the way to the rack is Peacock getting after it.
Was out,
well, the live
and
ball
McGee lays it right in.
Easy two.
A beautiful pass by Steven Crowell there. It's probably his best attribute on the offensive side of the ball. Is he's one of the best at passing out of doubles in the country, especially as a 7-footer.
But with that turnover, it's an 11-point game. You know, that's a quick 5 points right there in a matter of 30 seconds.
He's down low, out it goes.
Hawaii doing a nice job of just staying with it.
Was Zephyr.
Perez whistled for her
now
second.
Another three from Garacki. This time it rattles home.
Second.
Yeah, if Fury Savior aim is there, you have to fight away and fight over that screen, though. You can't give a shooter like Garaki
Meek wants
that
the
much room,
baseline,
and that's going to be a layup
and just kind of throws it into
It's a
space. It'll be another
scoring
pilot turnover.
Well,
if you're Portland right now, you don't want to fall into this, getting a little bit too hurried in your offense.
Here comes Montana State the other way.
That drive right there, she didn't have anything. She needed to pull that thing out and go in the half-court offense.
Now Mullins, the new addition.
Lefotu getting into the half-court.
Assist last year in limited playing time.
Ball knocked away by Shear. It'll belong to Hawaii with plenty of time on the shot clock.
Yeah, Shear thought that went off of her leg. I think she might be right, to be honest with you, but
the ball out of bounds. It will
20 seconds left in the shot clock.
Plenty of time.
Really
Let's see if the half-court is friendly.
A lot of high pick and rolls
for
trying
Hawaii.
To get
all the way to the rim
and
scoring again. Phillips needs to touch that basketball. She's all over the place.
Maybe get some switches.
A beautiful take right there to the rim and a finish on the opposite side, and then almost gets the steal on the inbounds. Portland a little lackadaisical with that inbound pass.
15 points now for Phillips. She has really been good. It's a 7-0 Rainbow Wahine run.
And a single-digit lead right here for the Pilots. They need a great half-court set, get some movement, and get a quality shot.
Montana State squad. Will that three-point
Mark wants the baseline. There's some help defense. Block inside.
Another one of those,
well done by Perez. Jump ball favoring the Pilots. That's good interior defense by Hawaii.
Perez, great timing right there. And then Mark to stay with the play, get the jump ball. It's their possession. Good hustle.
Very, very switchable squad.
Checking in for Hawaii.
That was a great baseline out of bounds set from Montana State there, freeing up Jed Miller.
Pilots on a 2-minute drought. That needs to change.
Still
the lead is in their back pocket, but it's shrinking a bit.
Yeah, good job by Klesman getting the switch onto Lekalot, and once you get that switch, that's where you want to move. Good step back. That's
good look by Mogul at the three-point line out of the inbounds, but a follow-up by Shear with an easy look, and that's what Portland needs, easy looks at the basket.
9 points now for Shear.
And this time
nice
Wisconsin
job
secures
by
the
Hawaii.
offensive board. Loose
Get
ball
over
foul
the midcourt
will go
line.
on Shiga Ndoka.
Are we going to go the other way? We are.
Tied at 13.
Uhila needed to shoot that mid-range jumper right there. She did a nice job of a one
David,
dribble,
what you seeing
and
so
instead
far?
of taking it all the way
I
in,
think the both
she
teams
needs
are
to
kind of
pull
playing
up. We'll
this
take
game
a
the way
look.
that they
Watch this
want
right
to
here.
be
She
playing
has
this
a jump
game.
shot right there.
Wisconsin has done a
And
good
again,
job
I think
getting
players
a
sometimes
little bit more
overpenetrate.
space on the offensive
She's a
side,
good
getting the
shooter. Shoot that
mismatches.
free throw line
Klesman has
jumper.
looked good, and
So
Montana State's playing the game they want.
Last year, he and the team have big goals for this season. Ultimately, Logie said his team is looking to capitalize on opportunities such as this and make their way back to their fourth consecutive double NCAA tournament.
Another attempt at the back door. Hawaii doing a nice job just putting their hands, getting that deflection.
Thanks a bunch, Sophia, and she makes a good point that
almost
Montana
travel
State
there.
has been in the tournament
Crowd
3 straight years, won the Big
Almost
Sky
travel
3
there.
straight years. Should mention that
Sloppy
the game before that, the year
for
before,
Hawaii.
pardon, as Klesman hits another 3, Montana State's also made the Big Sky Championship. So they want to get in. Obviously, that's the goal this year, but it'd be nice to win a game or two once they're in there as well.
Presence felt.
Yeah,
it's an 11-point
State came out a little bit of a matchup zone there, and a good job by Crowell. A little bit of a bump on that screen frees up Klesman, and Max Klesman's come out shooting the ball well in this game.
Touchdown Klesman being 1 for 7 from 3 against Holy Cross. Definitely feels like he's woken up a bit from that department. Leading floater is good for Brandon Walker. And that's kind of what he does. He's definitely a big guy, but a lot of finesse as well.
Yeah, 56% from the floor last year. Was 3rd in the conference, 3rd in the Big Sky, so definitely a threat attacking the rim for Montana State.
What's interesting about Walker is that he gave the Bobcats 13 points a game on under 20 minutes per game. So stamina is the big thing for him. He plays a physical brand of basketball. And right on cue.
I love that entrepreneurial drive,
got to toss up between these
every
squads.
day.
Yeah,
Shark Tank
Zephyr
Fridays on
and John
ABC
Blackwell
and stream on Hulu.
get tangled up there. Good job by Blackwell fighting over that screen.
Feels as good
getting
as
a hand on the
new
ball.
Hyundai. And
Zephyr
now you can get a
just
great
tripped
deal
there,
on
but
your favorite
Blackwell
model
was in
at the
step for
Hyundai
step.
Getaway Sales Event.
Arrow pointing towards Montana
Every
State.
Hyundai
They will
is
keep
backed
it.
by America's
Another
best warranty.
surprise for the Badgers.
Hurry to the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event before this offer ends. Make your next getaway your best one yet. Drive away now in the Santa Fe with 1.99% APR for 72 months.
Out of bounds.
Only during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
John Blackwell once again fighting through one of those curl screens. It's the hardest thing to do as a defender is to fight over that and still get a contest up on that. And Gracke just stepped out of bounds there.
Gracke, preseason all Big Sky, that one slapped out of bounds.
Give the gift that shows you get them.
He's a guy who came over with Matt Logie from Point Loma.
The world's leading brands
dynamic
hired
between those
Universal
two, hearing
Technical
them
Institute
in
grads.
interviews.
And now
it's
we're
almost
expanding
adorable
to
to an
new
extent,
industries.
the appreciation they have for each other. And Bracky made a really nice point that the reason why he switched over is because Logie has given him everything that he's promised. And your coach, keeping your word is a big part of it. That's exactly what has helped make Logie so great over his career.
Don't wait. Now's the time to train
Out
for
it goes.
a career
Walker, he'll try a three. He's got it. Montana State recaptures the lead, 18-16, with just over 10 in the first half.
And Brandon Walker capable of shooting from behind the arc, just over 31% from there last year. Didn't take a lot of them, but was pretty good when he did.
Blackwell off the drag, able to keep his feet on the ground there, and goes up, gets fouled.
Good job by John Blackwell. Wisconsin's going to have to do a lot today is utilize that jump stop in the paint. Montana State's a very heavy helping team, so when you do get into the paint, you don't need to go up right away. You're probably going to be going up over 2 or 3 guys, so make that jump stop, survey the court, you have a layup, take it,
48-37, Portland with the 11-point lead over
nice
visiting Hawaii, 4:48 left to go in the third quarter.
Spot-up shooter for the most part last year, but
116,
obviously
it
his
is
transition
11.
to that point
Hawaii's
guard
still
role, they're going to ask him to do a lot more at all 3 levels, kind of incorporate the mid-range game, get downhill, and
they've caused
he's done a great job of that so far this year.
What's funny about Blackwell is you touched on that he was
first half, just
a
making him go a little
shooter
bit too
for him
quick.
last year, and I was here last year, David, and for one of the notes I took down on Blackwell after watching high school subs, it's unlikely that he'd give the Badgers over 40%. And my notes would have given them 45%.
Flags it down. Plenty of time on the shot clock. A little composure
Walker
needed for the Pilots right here.
Off.
Great hands inside.
Lafotu
creates that turnover.
Nadia right there. That's just, that drive's not
Walker
there.
turned the corner. He walked with it.
That's a good job by Max Klesmit digging in.
Ball fake.
Walker had a mismatch on
right
Carter Gilmore. Gilmore did a good job holding his ground. And
against Hull, I think.
Was not taking off the shooter enough that Walker had the option to kick. But get a hand in.
Taking control of this ball game, and you'll take a look at it right here.
Digs in and
watch how she's creating a little bit slow, getting over, a little hip check right there, gets herself to the free throw line, and there's the senior making good decisions.
On this Montana State team, this is their very first matchup of the year. And I feel like Wisconsin's a little bit out of sync against Holy Cross to start out. Klesmit a heat check 3, that one's short. We wonder if Montana State a little bit of some similar stuff, just trying to get all the ships figured out.
And it's exactly what Hawaii has needed. A little spark here. And
Walker going right back to work. Knocked away again. This time it's a foul on Klesmit.
She's flying around.
That's a tough one if you're Max Klesmit. Looked like you got that one clean, but then got Walker a little bit on the arm.
And again, perfect from the free throw line.
That's the right defensive play there, but
offensively, keeping this club in it.
Let's see here. He tries to dig in on Walker.
Another turnover.
Yeah, and she's the one causing that turnover right there by putting the pressure on Spear.
Don't speak for me here, David, but I think you might have a point there.
Ooh, almost picked up that pivot
off the
foot.
Inbound.
Phillips, another ball
the Badgers
fake.
Take it.
Lafotu stepping back.
What does Rasheed Wallace say, David? Sometimes the call doesn't go your way. It works out well. Blackwell on the miss, kept alive.
Filemo.
An impressive
rebound
there from Brandon Walker. How about stamina being the issue? He's all over the court thus far. Mullins is swarm, gives to Walker at the top. Guarded by Gilmore,
with a great look at the three-point line. Didn't knock it down, but
Polo
great
down
offensive
low.
board on that weak
side. You get a whistle.
Yeah, that one's going to go on Janicki on the backside. Just got him on the arm.
In this ball game.
That one, pretty clear. I could hear that one from here, Vince.
Great aggressiveness. You don't put a body on somebody, you're going to struggle, and then Hawaii making them pay.
Yeah.
So Lafotu with that foul,
the right
her
decision,
but
team's a little too aggressive there.
And Ananiev to the line.
Gets off the inbound, feeds Dave Mullins.
What she does on both ends of the floor
so far
with that length. Creative, clever, fearless.
She's
a
legal screen call. That'll go on Walker.
Yeah.
Well, might be a little bit of a makeup call. Walker could have been moving a little bit, but Blackwell certainly sold that one well and gets it back for the Badgers.
With the 10 points to go along with 4 boards.
Hey, he's still definitely stepping out.
Quick hands by Mogul, tips it to herself.
That's part of defense.
Yeah, good middle from you there, David. You're honest.
You have got to slow down. You've climbed your way back in this ball
feeding down low. Winter lays it in.
Turnovers in the full court.
Kamari McGee showing off the passing down low.
Kamari McGee is just such a steady force for this Wisconsin team.
Mid-range
Not going to turn the ball over.
He's
a great playmaker. It's going to be really exciting to see him.
You can see her maturity over a year.
Kind of bigger minutes this year.
Had a little pump fake right there, a little jab, didn't react. The defense, why not pull the trigger?
Yeah, another travel called on Walker.
Another
and obviously Hepburn played a lot of minutes for the Badgers,
with the
but
pick.
McGee, he was more than capable of shifting the momentum.
Try to beat the defense, and she'll go to the line, and she follows her own miss.
Sheer's length right there, again, causing the turnover, getting out and going on her. I think she probably took off a little too quick.
It's kind of just dependent on the matchup.
This is playground stuff coming up here.
And Kamari McGee has been great so far in his role. He's just the perfect guy as a role player.
Blackwell off the miss. McGee, the offensive board, spins, finds room, misses it, and here come the Bobcats the other way. Long pass all the way down. Oddbon Polo will slow it down.
Digits, and it's back-to-back turnovers. Portland capitalizing
on the inside.
Sure enough.
Sheer gets it home.
Out it goes again. Ogbon Polo for three. He's got it again. His second three-pointer of the day for Max Ogbon Polo.
17, the youngest member of the Tall Ferns.
Forced to dig in
that was back
on the post
in 2019.
You'll take that if you're Wisconsin. You're leaving a guy that shot around 15% from three open, and he's hit 2 on you so far. Sometimes
11 points
players
now.
just make plays.
3 pilots in double figures, spreading the wealth.
Has been on.
Well, we mentioned the depth all night long, and great example
throughout
of it.
his career. Former top 60 prospect in the nation, and getting it done right there.
Officials are going to confer. Maggie Duval looking over at Karen Lasuk.
Take another break and back in a bit on your Big Ten Plus.
Portland is basically saying that the ball
story
is thrown off of
5
Anania,
turnovers
but it hit
thus far. Made their last
bounds.
3 buckets, also 4 turnovers in their last 3:08.
Mogul.
Yeah, but look at Max Ogbon Polo on the Bobcat side. We talked about a guy who
10-second violation.
Will take some of the threes, but is not super efficient from there. 2 for 3 on the day today. Wisconsin is living with those threes, and he's making them pay so far.
Wow, down the floor, beating everybody is Burnham.
Portland's poison right there. You making somebody take a quick shot, rebound, and out you go, and a fast break opportunity.
8-0 Pilot run. Look at the quick hands, and Burnham and Sheer tag team in that one.
Portland's pressure.
Stops through contact. He's blocked. And Montana State once again on the break. McMahon leading the way, goes up, blocked out of bounds by Gilmore.
Boy, you're not kidding.
What a recovery by Carter Gilmore. I mean, in transition, got the bump under the basket, and Gilmore just came flying in and sent that one out of bounds.
Just somebody making a play right there with talent.
Gilmore was under the basket, got all the way back on the play. Blackwell did his job, slowed him down, and came back.
Gilmore did not have a block on the season last year. Earns #1 in style as Montana State comes right back and lays it in.
Wow. And that is scoring a lot in a short amount of time. Mogul looking to drive. There's the spin. Picks up that dribble. 3 seconds.
Has his shot blocked. Goes right back to it. Gets a bucket. Extends this lead.
That is one of the few things that Portland has done incorrectly over the last 2-3 minutes.
Driving in, kick to the corner. Blackwell for 3. That time it's short.
Timeout because she was stuck.
Gilmore getting it back, shifting through defenders and going up and in.
You got a minute 19
and Carter
to go.
Gilmore has looked great so far. I mean, that is a feisty rebound. That ball came off of John Blackwell's hand really weird. Was lucky to get rim.
Hawaii has faced, though,
Gilmore just
59-41. Right there. Moments ago, they were within single digits.
It goes to the corner.
And
another open 3.
Right there.
Badgers dodge a bullet
off
the hands of Brian Garaghi.
Unlucky there for Phillips. What a great hustle. Rebound by Phillips.
I mean, a beautiful drive, one more pass.
That is sheer will right there and athleticism, just going and playing hard.
Get a call on the drive and makes Montana State's
Phillips,
3-point attack.
Doesn't get it.
So
follows
exciting
her shot,
right now, 5-11 is that
play.
they lost a fantastic shooting all-around player in Robert Ford last year. The comparison that Logie May was talking to us that Ford was basically their Kemba Walker at UConn down the stretch. About as high praise as you can get.
Hawaii's possession,
16 points a game.
And she looks a little gassed right this second. I don't blame her. She's been all over the place.
Yeah, Robert Ford
still wants the ball on the perimeter instead.
Second in assists and was the Big Sky Defensive Player of the Year last year.
Phillips thought that was good.
I mean, if you want
one and done under a minute to go in the
how
third
good
quarter,
he was for this team, I mean that
tells
you right there. But you got to find a way to replace him.
Just pull it out, use
one of the best players in their program
score.
history, and did great things for them. But you're going to have
almost
to find
poked
it from
away.
some other people
Burnham
now, he's
cut
not
her.
Here.
Currently on the Rockets,
too easy. Sheer. She's got 15.
You don't usually see defensive player of the year.
Sheer's just got so much length in that guard spot. Had a mismatch, took advantage.
You got to be a pretty good defender.
I'd say generously listed at 6 foot as well. Watching for the Montana State.
Right here,
games,
foul's going to go against the Pilots.
3 steals a game as well.
So Burnham. That's her first. Team's
Obviously,
third.
I'm sure these coaches are just used, and you're replacing your entire team every 4, maybe 5 years. but it felt like that losing Walker, that was an especially tough one for him.
Perez.
Because part of what made Walker's run so exciting is that he was initially in the transfer portal when Montana State made the coaching change, opted to stay with his squad.
Great job by Shear. Did she tip it off a Hawaii player? I guess not.
Games, get in the tournament, win the Big Sky again. That's big for recruiting purposes.
Yeah,
so
you don't
Robert Ford's legacy.
6-second differential between shot and game
Crowell
clock.
On the attack, spinning offensive rebound from Tanjay, showing off the hops.
Phillips wants it up top.
Done a good job crashing the glass these last couple possessions.
Out it goes to Klesmit. Tough drive, won't go.
Great job
now
again.
It's the Badgers snatching some boards.
You saw her lower her shoulder right there. Undersized, but a great finish.
One knocked away, stolen by Montana State.
Shear all the way to the rim, blocked, late whistle.
In fact, down in the rebound.
And it looks like Shear will go to the line.
Battle 14-13, Montana State
doing a terrific
in the Big Sky last year in total
We'll get a chance to take a look at it here.
So
watch the ball movement, and then again, Shear coming from behind.
But Montana State, that was a big thing to work on. So far, they've done all right.
Just smart heads-up basketball.
Bring you back to one possession earlier in the half. I mean, Montana State got 3 offensive rebounds and it ended in a Blackwell foul.
Emmy Shear, preseason all WCC along with
I mean, they are playing like they want to come in to this environment and get a Big Ten win.
Been to the free throw line a couple of times, made both of them.
You know, they want to play this game, but on the Wisconsin side, they're also, I think, playing the way they want to play. They're doing a great job. They're getting to the rim and they're getting looks at the rim, but
a couple of years ago had that hip surgery, took a little time to get back.
I mean,
but boy, has she been an important cog in this rotation
for the Wisconsin Badgers, and
for year after year.
8 of 22 from the field so far today. So if you're going to win this game for Wisconsin, and even the outlook going on forward, you need to start more sure-handed finishes at the rim. It looks a little out of control so far. John
People don't understand the pressure.
Guys like that.
Every time you catch the ball, somebody's coming at you from each direction. There's no chance to just catch and look.
Ananiev lighting it up with 13. She's got 3 triples. She knew that was good the second it left her hand.
Well,
Get out of here, defender. Pilot's rolling.
Does anyone dislike Sweet Caroline?
I hope not.
On the inbound goes to Mullins.
Celebrated
squad down one, looking to change it. He does exactly that.
Provide lifelong memories.
Flipping the lead, Jake Mullins.
We see a boundless drive to capture titles and serve as ambassadors on our campuses and in our communities. As our footprint grows, we continue to blaze our path
here on the drive again. Defender goes up. Tanjay does his job, draws the foul. Something he's especially good at doing.
Yeah, it was something he did a lot in the Holy Cross game. Obviously, we mentioned 8 for 8 in the open from the free throw line, and it was a lot of that. You know, getting into the paint, using your jump stop, getting him up fake, and I think early on today he's been a little bit too kind of bashful at the rim. He's gone in driving to try to finish on the first try, but with the way that Montana State helps, he kind of can't do that. You're not going to get a lot of calls that way, and they're very active with their hands. So good job there, getting the baseline drive, seeing the help come over, using the up fake, hit the defender in the air, and get to the line, get to that way.
Tanjay, graduate student, played just under 10 minutes per game last year in the SEC, but at Colorado State, year prior,
every year,
15 and 4 and 31 minutes per game. It's been an adjustment for him, particularly on the defensive end, because you can see that Tanjay, a very stringy player, rather, in Wisconsin. They kind of like to stay on the ground for the most part. Obviously, it's funny to say that after Carter Gilmore's athletics block out of bounds, but this is a team they want to stay disciplined on the attack.
Just like that.
Open 3.
Get yourself back in the game.
That one too strong for Jay Mullins.
Could be the difference between dominating and disappearing.
Tanjay in rhythm, followed on the 3-point attempt, couldn't get the 4-point play. John Tanjay back to the line, looking to extend his lead.
With our highly rated mobile app, and get your direct deposit up to 2 days sooner with CU1 early pay. Open your account in minutes at creditunion1.org.
Introducing CU1 High Yield Checking, the account that rewards you for everyday banking. Earn up to 5.25% APY when you make qualifying transactions each month. No minimum or opening balance required. Get started at CU1.com.
He's kind of been picking his spots here, erupted against Holy Cross. Feels like he has the awareness, David, to kind of recognize when he needs to carry the load and when he can distribute.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest difference between this year's team and last year's team for Wisconsin. Last year's team looked like the offense got stagnant at some point with AJ Shore. That, you know, if he was on and the rest of the team was on, and if he is having an off day or if he seemed disinterested for the rest of the team kind of seems this team does not have that. It's a lot of guys that are really capable of scoring.
Freshly sliced subs to go wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
not going to be reliant on his jump shot too much, which is
Mike Meek has
really great
the last 3 minutes of that third quarter, a 15-2 pilot run.
It was the defensive intensity that picked up. Hawaii didn't respond. They turned him over.
Tanjay knocks him down. Spent last season with Missouri, ultimately got injured, but it wound up being a bit of a blessing for him. Allowed him to get the next year of eligibility, hit the portal. Now he's playing some heavy, crucial minutes
as a head coach
for the Badgers.
Portland Pilots. Now I understand we've got a fourth quarter to go, but you like this score right now if you're a Pilot fan.
Pilot fans are going to be
another
really happy,
especially with another bucket for Jay Mullins.
Man, that's just a good shot. Not much you can do if you're Max Pleasant there. Fought over the screen, got back in time, but Mullins, that's just a tough shot.
Good chemistry with this group, and they've got a great
deep
upside
last year. Wouldn't tell
so fourth quarter
with how he shot that one step behind the arc. 7 points for him on 2 of 3 shooting. Way up no good, but another foul for John Tanjay.
All night long, you see her athleticism getting to the rim.
That's once again John Tanjay just doing what he does best. He has a great first step and able to get by the defender. Did not see any help on the backside, so
player for
go
Mike
up and get to the line. Keep doing your job. I mean, I've never seen a guy that started a game 3 for 5 from the 3-point line and then chose to pick his spots as much as John Tanjay did.
But I love the fact that she's competitive. She takes it right at him.
Knows what he's good at, and as the first free throw miss of the year for Wisconsin.
Yeah, they were perfect last time. One of the bright spots for them, Wisconsin. They probably went down big against Holy Cross. The game they were expected to win handily.
Season opener,
they did wind up doing so in the end, 85-61. You think there was a little bit of a positive in their favor from Greg Garcia
as far as mid-major top 25.
Well, after that start, Wisconsin went on an 80-40 run. So whenever you see an 80-40 run, I think you're going to be pretty happy as a coach.
Was just shocked. I mean, she talked about it over and over again.
To start the game
with the success that Portland has had in the past 3 seasons.
This team responded in a good way and ended strong.
No kid,
fantastic ball movement. That's another open 3. This time well off.
Especially to a guy like Coach Meek. He is all about
good job by Lekla on the backside, fighting around Stephen Crowl. I mean, it's been something that's been a problem for Wisconsin early on. They played 2 teams that are much smaller than them, but have lost the rebounding battle, to a certain extent. Both games, or at least have not won it to the extent I think Greg Gard would like. I mean, early on here, Montana State still has more rebounds than Wisconsin does. Those are the ways you have to finish those plays. You can't be giving teams second and third options.
Fortier battling breast cancer, and back on the sidelines. We're with you, Lisa.
100%. I've known Lisa for a long time.
Chuggy Hepburn, AJ Storr, but also lost Tyler Wall
brave woman,
as well.
And I knew a long time ago, and we've had quite a few conversations, and I'm just so proud of her, love her, and wish her the best.
That's a department that Wisconsin, with their size, definitely has to be
basketball
winning.
family.
The Bobcats, kind of a small team as well. Blackwell turns it over. Now pushing the pace is Walker. Walker feeding it down low. Out it goes again. Mullins for 3.
They'll take good care of her.
Big offensive board, hits the deck, no
that's
call.
The thing, and it's a family,
and we will get a tie-up.
Once you're a Zag,
arrow point towards Wisconsin.
Yeah, but now you get to see how nice the flexibility of this Montana State lineup is. I mean, that was Brandon Walker, the guy that's playing center right now for this team, really able to push the ball in transition and get it to his shooter. I mean,
1,400 career points.
You'll take those shots. Mullen's not having a great game so far, just 1 of 4 from behind the arc, but you're going to keep getting in these open looks. He's going to start cashing in on them.
Talk about that flexibility, David. Sam Lekla was awful flexible going up for that rebound. He was way sprawled out, able to go down without a foul.
Director and all the coaches. Coach Leggins on the men's side, there's a lot of special things happening. There's soccer programs.
Got the defender to bite, and he's going to go back to the line here.
And this crowd has been
into it. It feels like when Wisconsin's in the bonus or bonus plus, he's going to be especially
lethal. You've got to tip your cap to this Pilot Club after what they were able to accomplish last year, getting to that WCC tournament. And I mean,
very small margin for error
against
for Montana
teams.
State.
They
already
stood tall against Gonzaga. They went to the NCAA tournament. They're coming off a great season.
You could have seen him after that first, tough step back 3 in the corner.
I mean, they're adding some different pieces, but their nucleus is back.
He really hasn't. I mean, I think since then he's only taken one other jump shot, and he got fouled on it over on this left wing here.
A lot of whistles in general.
He just does such a good job at knowing where he is on the court right there. He saw the double team. He saw the baseline defender close out late. Was able to draw a foul on that. That's that IQ that just makes your offense go. He's not going to turn the ball over a ton. He's just a great player to have as a grad transfer.
Defense is the issue for him. It feels like he can use that brain power using on the offensive side. Defense, he'll be just fine on that end. Walker heading to the free throw line.
Sloppy right now.
Only 2 free throws for Montana State so far in this game compared to Wisconsin's 13.
Yeah, Wisconsin's done a good job on the interior contesting shots. I mean, Stephen Crowl started off the game really well at the rim, deterring You know, a lot of these drives, but it's not Montana State's game. They're not a team that gets to the free throw line a ton. They're doing what they want to do. Is they want to get a lot of those driving kicks. They're not really looking to finish at the rim outside of Brandon Walker, who, you know, is a guy that gets to the rim a lot. Not a great free throw shooter in the 50s last year from the line, and seen this
something
the
on the
first one.
sideline.
But Montana State's played the game that they've wanted to. They've just not been able to convert at the rim so far.
58% from the line for Brandon Walker.
Away from the ball.
Starts out 0 for 2.
Sideline warning is what it was from Hawaii.
So Mark picks up her third.
Winter missed a wide open Gilmore on that
Team's
cut.
third.
Winter gives to McGee. Now McGee, shot clock at 11, showing off the
You're
move.
Up by 22
kick it out. Klesmit, wide open three. He's got it.
Well,
Max Klesmit adding on to an impressive shooting performance. 3 of 5 from deep.
Yeah, that's a great play by Kamari McGee. The baseline drive sucked in the defense, especially on a good cut by Tonje.
Right.
Decided to just pick it one more to the corner for their best shooter, wide open.
Speaking of kickouts, right on cue, Mullen setting up Ryan Garacki.
The fray is Kieran Lasuk whistling that.
2 for
play
5
dead.
from 3
Foul's
now.
going to go against Lafotu.
2 for 5 from 3.
Portland
get
needs
him
to
going, that would
stay
be
at
huge
what
for this
was
Bobcat
working.
team.
You know,
Winter
right now I think they're just getting a
double,
little too
drops
sloppy,
it off.
too
Winter
haphazard
goes
with the
up,
basketball. You gotta be
touch,
quick, catch and rip.
but can't get it to go.
Look for the open player, get some ball
finish if you're
movement.
Nolan Winter. It's a great pass from Kamari
Jennifer,
McGee.
with this kind of
not
lead,
really
is this
a lot
when
of
you want to
defense.
work
I
on
mean,
your
that's one where
half-court
you'd like to see him
execution?
try to go through that help defender, get to the line maybe, or just finish over top of him.
They run a
Bones
system.
again,
Great
Peach Walker
job
goes
by
up
Shear
through multiple
defensively.
defenders and draws the foul.
Fraley, there's the walk.
Yeah, that drop coverage is really killing Wisconsin right now. Nolan Winter's got to find a way to get back to that
like
player, or Carter Gilmore's got to rotate a little bit
Fraley.
faster. I mean, Brandon Walker just does a great job kind of finding
Really
space in the pocket
awkwardly.
on the drop coverage.
There have been some knee
now found
injuries
himself at the line
already
twice in 3 trips.
on Portland's
That one will
side
go on
that has knocked
Gilmore,
a couple
his
of
first.
players out for the season. I'm not going there. I'm just saying that Fraley did land awkwardly.
Well, she's had a prior knee injury,
Walker now
so
6 points on 2 of 4
hopefully that
shooting.
is
Hit a
not the case right
3-pointer
here,
as
but
well.
right now in a lot of
Usually
pain.
don't expect a guy who's below
Fraley
60%
out
from
of
the line to
Kelso,
have that stroke,
transfer
but
out of
he gave him
Utah
31% last year. Could knock him down when he was open.
Yeah, just a little over 1 attempt a game, though, so does not take a lot of them. And that was kind of the story of early this game, Vince, was Montana State's guys that don't shoot a lot of threes hitting them, and then the guys who do shoot a lot of threes missing them.
They've had 4
kind of changed a little bit since
minutes.
then. Some of the
And if you're Coach Meek,
usual
you're not going
suspects
to be
have
happy
gotten
with
going
that.
for both sides. And
All right, so
we're in a
Fraley
very,
will
very
be helped to
similar
the bench
game
by
from
head
each team,
coach
and
Mike Meek.
that's why
Here's
it's
the
this close.
injury.
You got to give a ton of credit to Montana State. Going
Yeah,
on the
looks
road
like she
here in
stepped on
Madison.
somebody's
Making this an
foot.
awful close one so far.
Going up for that
Right
shot.
on cue,
That always that little
McGee
tweak
goes up
right
and
there.
in.
Mike McGee has played a great half so far today. Has done a great job dictating
Max
the
Munson
offense
will
and
work
being a
on
pest on the defensive side. Something that
Fraley
he
on the
does so well.
sidelines. You know,
4
everybody
points,
just
3 rebounds, 2
collectively
assists so far
gasps
for number
when
4.
someone goes down and holds their
Right,
knee.
Zephyr guarded by
There's
Tonje.
so many knee injuries in the women's
18
game.
seconds left in half number 1.
You just
Shot
hate to
clock
see it
at
happen
8.
to anybody. And there's another turnover by Hawaii.
Mullins will go to work. Garacki wide open.
Portland needs to have a great offensive
Out of bounds,
half-court
Wisconsin
set
will
right
have
here.
just under
See some
8
movement.
seconds
Excuse me,
to put up a final shot.
65-45.
That's a really nice end of clock
Under 7 minutes
set
to go in this fourth and
from
final
Matt
quarter.
Logie. Get the little brush screen, a little
Execution has been
miscommunication from
sloppy for both
Wisconsin and John
clubs
Blackwell,
to begin
and
this
leads
fourth
to a wide
quarter.
open
That
3.
helps. Another triple.
Montana
Burnham
State 7 of
unloads.
17 from 3, but they're definitely getting themselves
Phillips a little
some
bit late
open
on that
looks
closeout
here
right
this
there.
evening.
Allows Burnham to get a clean look at it.
Yeah, I mean, they're
15
getting the looks that
points
they
now
want to
for
get
Burnham.
from the
3
shooters they want to
triples
get.
for
It
the
just haven't
veteran.
been hitting so far.
Dumping it
Mullins
inside
1 for 4,
and
Gorecki 2
scoring.
for 6.
Nice take
Those
down
shots
low.
are going to start
Tamilo.
falling. You're getting
Tamilo
contribution
back-to-back
from
buckets
you know
right there.
some guys that you don't typically
You like
get
to
them
see her
from,
being
and
aggressive to
you're
the
just going to
rim.
have to hope that
Freshman
your
out
best
of New
players start
Zealand.
doing what they do best.
Yeah, it does feel like Wisconsin playing with fire a little bit.
So
That being said,
Barbosa will
Montana
check
State still
back
shooting
in. Same with Mogul. You know, it's interesting,
41%
Jennifer. Both of these teams
from deep
go
tonight.
deep,
You know, a
down
funny thing
under.
for both of these teams
Australia
right now is
or
they're
New Zealand.
shooting
Both of these
better
teams.
from the three-point
You're
line than
reading
they
my
are
mind
from
now.
the field.
Come
As
on.
we look at John
Come
Tonje
on.
right
We
now, I
talk
mean, picking
about
up
it
right where you
so
left off,
often,
9
not
first
only
half
the West
free
Coast
throws for the
Conference,
guy. I
but
mean, he's just,
Australia,
I mean,
New
I've mentioned it
Zealand,
so many times
you know,
in this
they're playing
broadcast
against
because
each
he keeps
other when
doing
they're
it,
younger.
but he gets to the
and
basket so
both
well.
programs really doing a
and
great
you
job
almost
of
have no
recruiting
choice but to
overseas
foul
down
here.
under.
11 points on
Men's
2
side as well.
field goal attempts. That's how he's getting
Should
the
mention
line.
that
Blackwell on the
Fraley
drive,
heads to
drops
the
it off.
locker room. We wish her
Winter
well.
at the horn.
The talent
Extends
in that
Wisconsin's
area of the
lead
world.
in style.
Undeniable.
Good job by John
And it just
Blackwell.
keeps
Gets
getting better
downhill
and better.
with a couple couple threes coming from guys they're not necessarily expecting to hit those shots. They need to get their guys going.
Teams
they need to get Mullins going. They need to get Patterson going.
Ball fake.
Get some of their shooters.
You got to give some credit,
Lots
though,
of time on the shot
as
clock.
well. Right on cue, a three-pointer to start the half for Montana State. It's a team with 8 new players, some changes to the rotation. But it feels like the passing has been fairly pristine here so far, David.
Yeah, it was a nice little flare screen action to get Patterson open for three, and that's exactly how you want to start the half. Probably your best shooter, wide open look.
She's played a lot of minutes.
Feels like it's there. Blackwell spinning, and Winter another slam.
I mean, Phillips stands at 5'10",
that play was made
generous.
by Steven Crowell, though a great pass from the top of the key,
kind
of looping over with his left-handed John Blackwell, and then once Blackwell has 2 feet in the paint, Nolan Winter makes a great cut.
Timeout here.
Both teams off to a good start in this half.
Just to get the troops under control and compose. Last 5.5, get what we need out of this and get better.
All of them came in the second half. So that's how Wisconsin pulled away in that big 80-40 run. He was a big reason why.
This stuff
certainly
counts.
a lot
Let's
of new
go.
tricks
Back
that we've
just
seen
a
from
moment.
Nolan Winter.
Klesmit, oh, it's a deep three. Oh my goodness, he's got it! Max Klesmit, white hot.
Max Klesmit, welcome to the 2024-25 basketball season. 4 for 6 from 3. That's exactly what you wanted to see if you're Wisconsin. For him to come out in this game, take his shots, not be deterred at all, and 3 feet behind the line, just flying.
That felt like Max Klesmit could do. He's your quintessential 3-and-D guy, but there were times where he could just get scorching hot last year against Marquette. An array of triples, I remember. And I think during one of the breaks, dude that mic's up with the coach and Shaka Smart just telling the team, guys, we got to stop Max Klesmit. Good to have those guys on your team so you can just shoulder the load a little bit, even though they're usually a role player.
Signorama for
Brandon Walker, no good.
Good job working the mismatch, but Blackwell holds strong there. Walker, you want to get a little bit deeper of position on that post up. It's a tough kind of fadeaway hook shot from 5 feet away from the basket.
Conte on the attack, finds Klesmit in rhythm again!
Happier holidays.
Max Klesmit, 5 threes!
Nothing feels as good as
what a pass from Sean Tange on the baseline. One hand moves it over the defense, right into the pocket of Klesmit. I mean, today, just give him as many shots as he wants. He's on fire.
Out it goes. Out of bounds. Wisconsin getting fired up. Cole Center coming to life. Got to think on this possession, David. I think Montana State's going to know who to look out for.
Yeah, and this is a big momentum play for Montana State. Wisconsin's come out of this half on fire, playing great defense, getting in gaps, and Klesmit on the other end. They're probably going to look for him, get a little heat check there. I mean, even if he doesn't shoot, it should open. He should touch the ball multiple times on this possession.
Crowell back in the game, screens for Tange. Defenders draped all around him. Feeds it down low, out of bounds. It will stay with Wisconsin.
Yeah, decent idea there from Tange. Maybe a little bit of a force. I saw Nolan Winter cutting, tried to fit it in, but was a little off balance. But no harm, no foul at the end. And Wisconsin can get a baseline out of bounds with a good amount of time left on the shot clock.
Montana State hit a 3 to start this half. An 8-0 run coming to Klesmit. He's got the ball right here on the wing. Klesmit a step back 3. Can he do it again? It's too short. Blackwell gets the board. Out of bounds.
Oh, that's just a heat check. I mean, you might as well at this point.
Klesmit 17 points, 5 of 8 from deep, 5 of 10 from the field, 2 free throws.
Experience Intuit Credit Karma for yourself.
And with that last shot, Klesmit has tied his career high in 3 spade in the game in 5.
Left to go in this
and Nolan Winter with the rebound,
for both
career high of 7 rebounds
and the visiting
so far for
Rainbow
the sophomore.
Wahine out of
promising
Hawaii.
start for him and Max Klesmit.
The Pilots,
this is a good way to bounce back
every time they take a body blow from Hawaii, they respond with a run.
In the opener.
Pilots right now have got to use this
good. He gets a block right there
and take care of the basketball.
Will stay with Wisconsin, but Jake Mullins in his first game with Montana State, 9 points on 3 of 6 shooting, 3 assists to go along with 3 rebounds.
And got great looks on the offensive end.
Something Montana State's done well today is collapse the paint. Crowell got a good look at the basket, but Mullins came from behind and right in the blind spot of Crowell, gets a hand on the ball.
Crowell working on Walker. He's been quiet
within
thus
single
far,
digits.
and now he's headed the line.
15-2 run
Even
for
Crowell,
Portland to end the third quarter.
3 shots,
huge.
only 15
Hawaii
minutes
right
played.
there doing a great job
2
defending
points
out of bounds, making Portland call a
timeout. It's one of the rare
timeout.
times they've
Really
left Crowell
important. They've got to do a good
block,
job of taking
Walker,
care of the
that's
basketball
a tough
in this
foul
last
for
5 and a
if you're
half.
Brandon Walker. Because
So
you guess the move right, he goes baseline, goes for the hook shot, you cut him off.
The lead is in Portland's back pocket. Come on back for the stretch run.
Spun right into him and gets the foul.
Crowell averaged 29 minutes last year.
2 sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets, all white meat chicken in your choice of Wing Famous flavors like honey barbecue or Parmesan garlic.
Improved from last year. He's added some weight.
Flavor is at DQ.
Quicker on his feet. His decision-making's gotten better. He's more active on the defensive
Signorama
side.
as your local sign
I mean, if you're Wisconsin and both of those guys are going to give you really quality minutes this year at any position, it's really helpful for your team.
And they all
need quick catch and shoot. That one no good. Went to the board. The Badgers got a bit of a free sample. It looked like he'll be in the starting lineup when both Crowell and Tyler Wall fouled out against Purdue in that Big Ten semifinal game. It was Winter who kind of was the big man taking on Zach Edey in overtime. Blackwell walked with it there.
Signorama for
I'm
all
not sure
your
about that
signage
call,
needs. Save now with the early Black Friday sale
That's whenever you have to
Target.
catch the ball on a jump stop or
30%
else
off
it's going to get a
select
travel.
toys.
It seemed like Blackwell maybe went 1-2 there, established a pivot foot, and then decided to go baseline. And that's why that one's a travel. But Nolan Winter, 8 rebounds, new career high for him. He's kind of just been active everywhere.
Nothing feels as good as driving a new Hyundai. And now you can get a great deal on your favorite model at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Physical, or I should say, tall rather, big template
by America's Best Warranty.
Mullen, kick out. This time Klesman stole it. Badgers up 11 and missed a nice run. Klesman still hot from the three. Really trying another heat check. He'll get to Crowell.
APR for 72
months. From the corner. Defender reached, but Tonje couldn't get it to go.
A little bit of a force there from John Tonje. I'd like to see him drive that one baseline, have the wide open baseline, and Nolan Winter in the dunker spot.
Off-ball foul there. That was Tyler Patterson holding it. Now take us to a media timeout. Wisconsin outscoring MSU 10-5 to start half number 2.
Playing a little bit more composed on the offensive side of the ball. Didn't turn the ball over a ton in that first half. Only 6 turnovers up to this point for the Badgers, but Montana State's help defense has been really great in that first half. And ever since they've come out, Wisconsin's done a much better job kind of staying composed in the paint.
Like improving your credit scores in a
greatly favored Montana State. That's the Robert Ford effect right there. At 3 per game last year. Mentioned before, now with the Rockets G League affiliate.
Simply scan your screen to experience
for Wisconsin,
Intuit Credit Karma.
Both these teams, they want to shoot more threes this year, despite taking an uncharacteristically large amount compared to previous
Good look at
seasons.
Mike Meek looking for his 100th career win,
from
patrolling the Portland Pilots sidelines. His club in good shape, leading Hawaii 68-49, 5:32 left to go in the fourth
quarter. But also
quarter.
a lot more guys that are capable of creating those looks too.
Hawaii's
it's great if you have the guys that can knock down the shots.
Points, but they don't give up a lot of points.
You have to be able to generate them first. And that's
Jennifer
what
has been successful despite some turnovers in scoring the basketball.
Well, that's their 7th turnover in the last 4 minutes.
Wow. So far.
Quickly doubled, sidestep, it's a 3.
Right now that you got to address, and I'm sure they talked about it in the
Crowell's gonna keep it alive, and suddenly it squirts right through Montana State.
Just unlucky
Blackwell's
there.
got it.
Yeah, quality possessions is what you need
John
if you
Blackwell,
are a
guarded by
right
Tyler
now.
Patterson,
side
the
top
grad
side
student.
movement. I know
Now
you got a lot of new people, different combinations.
Working his way in, swooping,
use
but an
this last
offensive
5
foul.
minutes
I
here to
think
get
it'll
better
go on
and attack
Crowell on
this
a legal
very
screen.
good Hawaii basketball defense.
I don't really know about that one.
Have you ever liked a call before, David?
I have. That one.
And
I mean, I don't even know if that necessarily was a screen. We'll see it on the backside here, but that's a good job by Klesman. I mean, when you are as hot as he is from 3, obviously 5 for 9, 5 for 8 without that heat check. That's exactly what you want to do. You think guys are going to come fly
at home
out
against
at
Corbin,
you, use a little pump fake,
and
get them in
Hawaii
jail,
will
get them
go
on your
across
back,
town
and,
to take on
had a layup,
Portland State. But know this about Hawaii. Their non-conference schedule is absolutely brutal, and Beeman makes a point of scheduling some really tough opponents. So, Jennifer, Portland NCAA tournament.
On the handoff, now driving in.
UT Martin NCAA tournament.
Next, Adnan Polka swooping in and laying
Those are
it
all
in.
opponents. Georgia as well.
Driving kick,
Eastern Washington, Big Sky champ, and what did I miss? Oh, Louisiana Monroe, WNIT grade 8. Brutal. Cal Baptist saying, way to go, J-Mo. What's in it for Coach Beeman to do that?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, number one, you want to schedule those type of opponents so that when it comes to conference play, you're in a great position and ready to go. I mean, they are picked to win the Big West. They've had a lot of success, and it's partially because they're prepared when they get there. Now, the other part is if you knock off some of those big opponents, it puts you in a better position for postseason play, and that's what you want. She's talked about taking this program to the next level of the NCAAs. You've got to have wins like that.
Okay, that's pissing it down, and should mention Mark picks up her 4th foul, by the way. She'll take a seat and onto the floor spear.
The little hit she had in it last year,
I really like that aggressiveness by Coach Beeman. Her team has proven that they can handle it.
And as they move on to the Mountain West, that's going to be critical as well.
And the fact that they're so experienced, the 8 returners that we talked about, you know, they should be able to handle and create a situation where they're successful in this preseason.
Well, 2 years ago,
Crowd
he was
wanted all ball on Burnham, but Maisie will be whistled for her second foul.
80% last year. That was crucial
With
for Badger team Dyer. In that department,
Blackwell
Hawaii, finds room, uses it well.
That the score looks the way it does.
Yeah, those middle lane drives are killers to defense. I mean, once you get into the paint from the wing, that's hard to defend right there.
Agban Polo answers the air ball chance with a nifty turnaround, Jay.
Yeah, that's a tough shot.
I'm not kidding. Every time you catch the ball on the offensive end, someone's coming at you, someone's flying at you. So you've got to make quick reads.
Looks like Matt Logi's going to get a tech here. It's been jarred with the officials the last 2 or 3 possessions.
They're going to learn a lot from
they just about had enough.
Going to learn from this game.
They got the lead down to single digits.
I think it kind of goes both ways.
For the Badgers, looks like it'll be Max
But I also
Klesmit.
think they're going to learn. They did a lot of good things. They got a lot of depth. They got a lot of people that can contribute.
Last year.
And one of the things I think they're going to learn too is that they can go inside out with this group,
announcer Jinx didn't come
which is a big benefit.
Veterans for this pilot group as well, and they have really led the way.
Or announcers making jokes about announcer Jinx?
Well, you know, that's why I didn't want to say anything about the Badgers being perfect from the free throw line on the year until they miss one.
For this pilot bunch.
It's not going to be my fault.
The sophomore class is going to be terrific, especially, I mean,
looking a little disgruntled, still talk with the official.
Their juniors and seniors, watch out.
Exactly
and that's what Coach Mika is going to need when you get a Burnham and a Shear that graduate. You're going to have an Anani
kick out Blackwell. Silky smooth for John Blackwell. Wisconsin extends the lead.
That's what he does better than almost anybody in the country. A beautiful pass by McGee and Blackwell in rhythm, knockdown.
Is the depth just keeps on coming for the Pilots.
On the attack, out it goes. Three-pointer right back at you, Brian Garacki.
Players with
that's one John Blackwell helped over a little bit. Wasn't able to get back in time. You got to read that, especially against this Montana State team. They're not really looking to shoot at the rim. They're looking for that driving kick, especially when you're guarding Garacki.
John Donjay looked like a physics problem there.
Well, and tip your cap.
The spin stayed on speed. They won't knock it down.
Run right now.
That's just
in the last 2.5
nice little spin, inadvertent contact. I know Montana State fans not going to be too happy about that, but inadvertent contact and a nice, pretty little fall away.
That's a great point, Jennifer. Really great point. They almost turned it over there.
Keegan Doka handing it off.
For grabs into the midst of whom? Busted play. Burnham puts on the brakes.
Shot no good.
Rips
off Bryce Zephyr.
That's just amazing defense from Kamari McGee there.
Ananiev
Blackwell picking up the pace, going up. Rejected.
Well, it's a 13-point
no foul on the play.
What a block by Lekolot. Sam Lekolot coming over weak side. That's how you make up from getting scored on that previous possession.
Then they're looking at, Lekolot now knows the defender, but awful athletic block right there. Wisconsin leading by 13, 11:52 left to play. Threes and 3-on-3. He was knocking him down, a very good shooter. And that was an extra special moment. It was kind of funny seeing Greg guard after it went in. Guard a very serious kind of coach. But it was clear he was trying to hide a little bit of a smile on his face afterwards.
No, he's got a good-looking shot. And I mean, I think Sophia mentioned it. The bench reaction is what makes those moments, right? Like every single guy on that bench getting up and cheering when he hit that shot. I mean, no hesitation. Came out of that. Hey, got a screen and roll it. Little sidestep three. It was pure. I mean, it was as loud as this building got the entire day on Monday. And just a really, really cool
thing able to hit this one.
The Badgers social media team, they didn't shy away from it either. I saw they posted a video with the guard three going in with the Moneyball music in the background.
19 for 19.
Max Klesmit picking a right back, or he left off 21 points for the grad student.
And this is what the shooting opens up for Klesmit. He's a guy that's not going to necessarily rely on that when he is going well.
Portland's got a
that's an offensive foul.
It'll be called an offensive foul. I believe that was Bryce Zephyr.
Getting late in the shot clock.
Are you going to believe me when I say I don't like that call either? I really don't. I think that it was inadvertent contact. Doesn't extend the arm.
Long ball
I just
mobile.
I don't know. Klesmit kind of initiates the contact there. It's a tough break for Montana State.
Yeah, I got those grad students that they say do whatever it takes. Doesn't mean it's always pretty. Klesmit maybe hitting the deck a little bit there. Either way, he's been crucial to the run the Badgers around midcourt. The last 5 buckets, outscoring
could have been an and one, but a couple of free throws for Hawaii.
In this second
Late
half.
whistle.
He's an outside to in player though, so it means that
we'll get a chance to take
outside
a look
shot
at
needs
this
to go in
shot,
when he's going to be effective. When he starts hitting a couple of threes, that's when he really opens up the game. He's not a guy that's going to necessarily, once you close out hard on him, he can't do anything else. He attacks closeouts well. He gets guys in jail. He's a decent ball handler, gets to the rim, and is smart when he's there. We just saw it on that last possession, able to get to the rim. And
some kind of a
it's just about hitting those first two. When he
Hawaii.
hits his first 2 shots, 2 of his first 3, and gets in the heads of the defenders, he's really dangerous.
That was Bryce Zephyr dinged up for the previous foul. Wow, Kamari McGee. Excellent floater.
2:45.
Kamari McGee just
I would expect right now
full
court pressure, trying to make things happen. They turned him over 16 times in this half. Been successful at it, but there's still quite a bit of time. You turn them over and get going quick, you're going to give yourself a chance.
That's the same call as we just saw on the other end.
Themselves to the free throw line by being aggressive off the bounce.
The way that this game's been called, that's been a foul. A little bit of a hand check by John Blackwell on the perimeter. Maybe something that both sides would rather see go uncalled.
Jason, the SID
the way that
for Hawaii.
Today has gone, that's always going to be a foul.
Answer my email.
26 personal fouls in this game, 15 on Montana State.
Weird fourth quarter, Jennifer Mountain.
Mullins going to work. 3-pointer. Left it short.
Have dominated, but they could be up by 25 points had they not coughed it up.
Portland, up 20, and at that point, I kind of feel like they kind of took the foot off the gas a little bit.
Klesmit blows by,
resulted in
out.
those turnovers.
Blackwell lost it.
Credit them for sticking with it, staying competitive.
That's the right idea. Klesmit, once again, attacking a hard closeout, gets on the hip of the defender, goes baseline, and when you got John Blackwell in the corner, that's a great pass, but and just missed him. The pass itself wasn't a great idea.
14-3 Hawaii run
just under 2 assists per game last year. Flashed some playmaking ability.
When you see Portland pulling them out, trying to spread the floor, taking time on the clock.
Blackwell's a guy that you don't need to put it in his pocket for him to get it
all the way to
the
cup.
Shoot.
How about it, Imai?
A little closer. That's probably free.
Heads up defensive play right there.
Walker going to work on Carter Gilmore. Tough shot falls. Brandon Walker.
The lead is 10.
Up to 9 points on 3 of 6.
Near turnover.
Loves to get to that right hand, goes across the middle, gets to the other side of the basket.
Close to a 10-second violation right there.
Hawaii staying in it with free throws and points off turnovers.
20 points off of the 17 turnovers in this half.
My goodness, what a strange game this has
Step
been.
back 3.
It looked like a Portland
offline,
route.
no good. Out of bounds. Badgers will keep it.
Is Hull. Big bucket. She's got 5.
Hull did a great job.
I'm not sure if I love that shot from Blackwell. I mean, Wisconsin had been 5 of their last 6 field goals. And
full stat line.
And tough step back 3 over. I get you have the mismatch with the big,
Boise
but
State making her
still a lot of time on the shot clock, but ends up the Badgers play anyway.
The foul is going to go against Meek.
In that kind of second half.
That's her second.
For Montana State.
It is a pretty move. I'll give him credit.
Hull's going to be that utility player, that does a lot of different things.
Bit of a shove on the back cut. He's headed back to the line after a physical foul.
That's the only thing. She was a little too close on that. Easy call for the official.
Patrick McMahon actually
going back to Hull, though. She's going to be that utility player that
talk about Klesmit a little bit more here.
Big stat line,
he's really an X factor for this team. He does so many things well, but has a lot of areas you'd like to see him improve. Obviously, his shooting,
points, rebounds, steals, blocks, assists. She has done a really good job.
The ball movement's a lot better when he's
off.
Wow,
it becomes a little bit more stagnant, but he's also a good secondary ball handler.
11 for 11 from the free throw line.
Probably the second best scorer on defense.
23 is Hawaii as a team from the free throw line.
Here. You can do a lot for this Badger team, and
expect Hawaii again to come out with that pressure,
with the losses
try to turn you over, make things happen. If you're Portland, you've got to number one, get it over the timeline. You don't necessarily have to go quick, but I don't think you want to get super late in this first shot.
This offense is so much
possession.
Talk about that role expanding. 12 shots for Max Klesmit. His high with the Badgers last year was 13 in the tournament against Northwestern.
All right, so this is a brand new record for Hawaii.
McMahon.
They were 16 for 16
against
UTEP back on March 1st, 2001.
It's the same play that we just saw
and right
John Blackwell got.
They have blown that record out of the water, 23 for 23.
It's consistent.
I think it's more.
What I like about that is they struggled to shoot the ball from the perimeter, and so they went and made something happen. happen.
That's been a foul all day. You have to adjust
what a great hustle play. Hawaii, here's Phillips.
Ball slapped out of bounds.
She thought about that three.
Good hands by Nolan Winter
Phillips
there.
did. Nice job of kicking it back out.
A little bit too slow on that pick and roll
has
coverage,
been so good for this Hawaii
a little bit quicker
bunch.
this year. Has been able to cover
Takes
more ground.
Hit,
and uses those
gets
long
to the
arms
line,
to get a lot of more deflections.
More free throws
goes to
for
Walker.
Hawaii.
Walker
Good
double,
ball
Klesman hunting
Good
for the
decision
steal.
by
Walker
Phillips.
spins, Klesman rips it away. Montana State will keep it. Walker go to work once again.
Nice job of lowering her shoulder.
Working down low, rare mid-range.
Getting herself to the line.
That's not his shot.
With the chance
No,
here
but a great job by Nolan Winters, the one that stayed with him throughout that entire thing. Obviously saw that Walker wanted to get to that right-handed move. He just hit on Carter Gilmore a couple of plays ago. Klesman did a good job digging in and getting a deflection and forcing the shot clock violation.
A Hawaii team that is not quitting. They believe.
Working in mid-range, too strong.
They've done a great job of staying
That's an area of this game that Wisconsin would like to see to develop out of that pick and roll. Not a huge, heavy pick and roll usage guy, but
this
certainly seems capable of it.
Is unreal.
Floating and finishing. Make it 12 points for him.
Program record.
Well, you love the confidence,
and you talked about it earlier. If things aren't going well at the offensive end, creating and getting yourself to the free throw line is a great way to get you back in the game. Hawaii on a 20-5 run in the last 5:20. And again,
clock at 12.
Portland taking their foot off the gas.
Oh, no way. That one, no good. Still feeling it a little bit, but I think he's pulled off here, David.
He had his heat check.
To make a run at it.
I'm not really sure about that shot. Not like there was 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Still had 10. Want to get something going downhill there.
It's going to be the first 3 quarters. Here's what I love. And then, oh boy, you guys sit and pay attention.
Yeah, Patrick McMahon only played 3 games last year. But
it's
26 minutes per game and 13 points per game in those 3.
You can't take a quarter off. You can't take a half off. If you do, you're going to struggle. And against a good team like Hawaii, look what happened right back in the ballgame.
You better watch the 10.
Guard spot.
Good job, pilots, of not freaking out.
From the Danny Sprinkle era.
Hawaii thought they had a pick
now
from
take us to another media timeout.
I think she's going to be whistled.
Pulling away. Still plenty of game left.
Really close right there.
Ed Peppel. And here's the best way to describe how great Peppel was, David.
In
Washington State, second place in the ranks of career high school wins as a head coach. Goes to Pat Fitter with 728. 3 total coaches over 700 wins, 7 total over 600. Ed Peppel, 952 wins over 49 seasons at Mercer Island. And Logie has been open and talking about that the things that Peppel taught him have really carried through. He says it's funny because the stuff that Peppel teaches is carried over despite how much the game has changed. When Peppel began coaching, talk about 49 seasons, the three-point line wasn't even a thing. So there's just some sort of fundamentals that carry on with the game. Offensive rebounding, spacing, defensive closeouts. It's what makes this game so great as it continues to evolve.
Looking for more heroics,
what did Bo Ryan used to say? If you win the turnover battle and you don't foul, you'll win a lot of games. Still very, very true in modern basketball. So there are always things you can take from the people that come before you. That's a great story, Vince.
Blackwell swatted from behind. Agban Polo the other way. Will take it himself on the mid-range. That one won't go. Blackwell the board. You can tell Agban Polo's been awful aggressive here this evening.
Going into these tosses.
He's having a great game.
And with 40.5 left, these are mighty important.
12 of the 44 shots are to his name. Back cut out of bounds. Marcus Ilver seeing some minutes.
This season opener having shot 72%
where a lot of there are a lot of turnovers on that play when you try to make it pop back out. Unless that's designed, really not what you want to do. If you're going to back cut, you might as well just do it.
Off of the free throw right here, just to regroup.
Up 13. Talk about Montana State.
Get yourself in a position where you can press.
Get you back
put
into
the pressure
a game.
on them with 40 seconds to go.
Out it goes to Mullen.
16 points for Burnham.
Yep.
Oh, that hurts. Phillips has had consecutive turnovers. As good as she's been, that hurts.
It's going to be a tough shot to take over of a 7-footer.
Kind of got the ball caught on her hip as she's trying to penetrate.
All you can really do there.
He's been feeling it.
Man,
now feed it
I mean,
down
Phillips
low.
leading everyone
give and
with
go. Reverse layup is good. Kamari McGee with the jello.
That's a second unbelievable we've seen from Kamari McGee. I mean, he has had an absolutely
and that one might have just done it, J-Mo.
And I believe this is his UW high in points with 11 so
you're
far
looking
tonight.
At timeouts left for the Pilots. They've got one left, and in those kind of circumstances, I thought they'd call it there.
Going behind
but
the back,
instead,
and
a foul is going to go
an ovation
against
from this crowd. McGee has been waiting for those minutes, and you can see when you got a player who's kind of on the bench for multiple years in this modern era. You talk about the benefits of the transfer portal individually,
go back and really
but he stuck around and he's showing out so far as we saw him dap up Alex a little bit there, our Canva person. I think that was a bit of a collision.
Away from what they were doing and played not to lose instead of just putting the gas on and going and finishing off.
Something to keep an eye out with 6 minutes left here. I mean, just an all-around great game for the guy. 4 for 5 from the floor.
Hawaii, though.
He's impacted it on the defensive end. In the playmaking side, has gotten a couple big rebounds. He's going to be a steady piece for this Wisconsin team with a lot of new guys. When you have a lot of new guys, you have a lot of uncertainty.
That's for sure.
So when you can have, especially someone
Hawaii's
from the point guard
time out, I believe, and what they'll do is they'll advance the ball.
On the game, the way
and this is a teaching situation as well. I mean, there's not going to be an 11-point play in 27 seconds, most likely. I mean, who knows in this game, but at least get something out of this last possession.
So it
back
looks
on
like
the attack. It's another block, but a foul.
Deal, and when it's
athletic stuff from
Hawaii,
Marcus Ilver from Estonia.
In a game that looked like it would be a blowout. It was kind of a nail-biter in the final few minutes.
With free throws.
Badger fans not going to be happy about that, but that is the right call. Ilver's off arm does go into the shooter, as you can see here on the replay. Just that right arm goes into the chest as he tried to elevate on that. That's a tough break for Ilver. Almost had 2 blocks from power forwards there, 2 great transition blocks, but I think the right call there.
Yeah, not exactly preaching to the choir with that analysis there, David. I've got another look at it. But I think you are right there. When you see those big highlights, it makes it tougher to make that call if you're the official. But good on them for going for it nonetheless.
Learn from it, but a good opening weekend or a week.
Second free throw, no good for Agban Polo.
This is a great opponent.
It's not a ball-to-line situation.
We talked earlier in the game about the coaches saying whoever wins this ball game, this is going to be a big win and a good win for the program.
Is that an official rule?
I think it is.
Is that somewhere in the rule book?
Next for the Pilots will be Corbin, while Hawaii will stay in the City of Roses, go across town and take on Portland State.
We'll find
so
Blackwell.
Phillips inbounding.
Guarded by Mullins.
Scoring leaders, top 20 for Hawaii.
Jumper as the shot clock runs down. Nice defense from Montana State.
Step back
Montana State's extended the pressure a lot.
Wild shot
in the last couple of minutes, and it's kind of gotten the Badgers a little bit uncomfortable and forced some really tough shots.
Montana State's still in this game, but you're going to have to start knocking down some shots in a hurry. Haven't scored
identity that her club,
no field goals,
we saw that tonight.
Yeah, she talks about grit. I mean, Coach Beeman was all about the grit and how hard they play.
Swings in, throws it away. Wisconsin's got numbers the other way.
In that fourth quarter, they did not give up. They competed and made things happen.
That's what you call good team defense.
Crowell down low, spinning, loose ball, and a foul call. They have a bailout one at that. As Jay Mullins had the ball, is looking to go the other way.
Yeah, that's one of the ones from Stephen Crowell. You don't want him to put that one on the floor right away with 2 smaller defenders. But when you bring that ball down, that's where those smaller guys can come in and slap at the ball a little bit. You'd like to see him keep it up high, either catch, turn, and finish, or find the cutting platform on the backside rather. Agban does a good job kind of helping down. So if you're Crowell there, you got to catch, survey, turn, finish first before you immediately put the ball on the floor.
Balanced scoring.
Wisconsin will
3 quarters that were absolutely stellar for the Portland Pilots. They'll get to work on that fourth quarter.
McGee stays red hot.
And now he's tied his UW-Madison career high with 11 points. A little bit too early. Maybe I was just predicting the future there. But hey, that's a level of his game that if he can become a consistent spot-up shooter, that's going to be huge for this Wisconsin team.
Yeah, you said it's a kind of bizarre-looking shot as Patrick McMahon
and you just love the chemistry that this group has.
Kind of takes the second, knees down, but it's whatever works.
A lot of upside, I think, in this season
last year. That goes up. I think you're right, Dave. That adds an extra element.
So you look at Portland with the lot of returning veterans. You've got some transfer kids in that are really going to be helpful, and some of the young pups contributing as well. That's balance.
McGee off the give and go. Couldn't finish that time.
If somebody's in foul trouble, somebody's not having a good night.
Out the other way, open 3, needs it, and got it. Brian Garacki keeping Montana State back in this game, cutting the deficit to 12 with 4:12 left to play.
Portland club. Burnham leading with 18 points.
Brian
Shearer had
Garacki,
15.
4 shots, 4 makes rather, 4 threes.
And I think we're trying to get
he's been the guy for Montana State, the only really consistent option from behind the line.
Wave at
4
us.
for 8
all right,
from 3.
let's break down this victory. A little slop in the fourth quarter, but all in all,
so many
talk to us about
incoming players.
You guys
lose one of your all-time greats in Robert Ford. Has not been their night necessarily in certain departments, but the passing has been there, and the agreeableness has absolutely been there as well, according to Gilogi, the announcer for Montana State. Reached out to him before his game, and he answered lickety-split, talked a little bit.
We don't have 6'6" Lucy standing in the paint anymore, so I think our rebounding, we did a really
obviously very nice of it. Yeah, this Montana State team looks
the press break
poised to make another run. Obviously, like, they're very, the system is there. It's in place, and the buy-in is also there. Some things to clean up from this game. I just think right now it's
undersized, but what if the newcomers, man? What are you guys doing differently to take care of that size differential that you had last year?
Little
I mean, I'm not going to spill too many secrets,
but Montana State were definitely in this game, plays in the Big Sky, and kind of think versus conference thing, and thank goodness Montana State's no longer a threat. But all of a sudden, Montana State rips off that fantastic run in the tournament, takes down in-state rival Montana to win it and get right back to the March Madness tournament. And they made it 3 straight years. No Big Sky team has ever gone 4 straight. It's still a tough task. Think about 10 teams having #1 4 straight years, but that's kind of what the goal is.
Last question. This is a quality Hawaii club, and this is a great way for you guys to open the season, in my opinion. Were you looking forward to this kind of an opponent?
First in the preseason, polled by the media, second by the coaches, for the Big Sky too. So poised to make another run. And the most important thing about
picked first in the Big West, so I think having this as our first win of the season, first hit out, a lot of confidence for us, and just set us on the right tone. But
their ball movement is really good. They have a lot of capable shooters on the
offensive thanks for taking the time. Congrats. Nice first win.
They're a very tenacious team. They know their system well. They rotate well. And
Amy Shear won a 3 in double figures.
3 ball is good.
The Portland Pilots winning the
season
opener.
A very strong game.
Look at those championship banners and the upcoming schedule for Portland.
Well, you have another test on next Tuesday against Corbin. And then on the road to Eastern, which is the Big Sky champion from last year. And we talked about quality opponents. Seattle U, Cal Baptist, all quality opponents to start this first few weeks.
Rejected, but putback is good. Blackwell trying to catch a body.
That's going to do it from the Chiles Center. Portland
unable to do so, but 2 points nonetheless.
76-65.
Yes.
Impressive start.
Just unlucky that one fell right into the lap of Gilmore.
Couldn't tell that he broke his leg last year. Looking awful springy. There he is on the 3-point try. Montana State cutting into this deficit, staying alive.
When the threes start falling, this is a dangerous team.
We touched on it before. Still plenty of time left. You can see Wisconsin definitely slowing down the pace here. Got their starting lineup on the floor for both teams.
I think Wisconsin's got to find a way to get back to the line here.
Blackwell surging in, drops it off. Crowell lost it out of bounds. Montana State takes over. A chance to cut it to single digits.
Yeah, that one's on Blackwell right there. Threw the pass a little bit behind him. That's one where you're going to want to lob that one in. Bounce pass there between 2 people is a little bit too tough.
Enjoy the pool.
All in transitioning to point guard for John Blackwell.
Set the starting lineup in for Wisconsin direction as McGee and Carter Gilmore are both on the floor. A little peek at potential flexibility within this closing lineup as well.
The early Black Friday sale at Target.
Walling them off.
Get 30%
now Brandon
off
Walker's
select
got
toys.
it. Walker showing off the handles. He's nifty.
And up to 50%
Can't get
off
it that
small
time.
appliances. Hurry,
that's when you got to finish with your Walker. You did a great job setting up Crowell, little in and out dribble, spin back to the right, had a point blank look at the rim, and a little bit too short-armed it a little bit.
Walker preseason all Big Sky, 3 of 7, 9 points, hit a 3-pointer as well. Gilmore spinning through defenders, out it goes. Blackwell at 3, and that might have been a dagger for John Blackwell.
Yeah, and that was a play made by Carter Gilmore. Montana State extending the pressure out to half court. Gilmore, little spin move, gets into the paint, 2 feet kick. And if you're getting John Blackwell a catch and shoot 3 in the corner, you might as well just put 3 points on the board.
Blackwell then held largely in check as Montana State will call timeout. Just 2 attempts before that shot. Now 3 of 11, 10-point lead game. Final 146 coming up in a bit.
And off the charts hype. The 2024 Allied Tip-Off, Sunday at 3 on ESPN.
With ESPN Plus, catch live
back at the Kohl Center.
Plus,
Montana State gonna have to hurry to stay alive in this game. That one tapped away. Got another 3-pointer. Too strong, tapped out. Foul will go on Wisconsin, I believe.
Yeah, the game plan from the Badgers is pretty clear here on out. Contest threes, get rebounds. They did one of those 2 things on that possession. John Blackwell not boxing out. Gorecki on the backside. And Send him to the line.
Tyler Patterson has himself 6 points.
With the game's brightest stars.
5 from deep.
Must-see matchup.
One of those guys who helped Montana State reach the tournament. Effective shooter, 373 from behind the arc.
The 2024 Allied Tip-Off. NC State, South Carolina. Sunday at 3
so
on ESPN.
Beating Grambling State last year, let them going into overtime. Ultimately lost 81-88 on a final 10-2 surge from Grambling State.
That was a good way to start the tournament last year.
Absolutely. Fun watch. McGee feeding it ahead. Blackwell slowing it down. Swarmed by multiple players, out of bounds. Last touch by Montana State.
Yeah, that's not where you want to get the ball if you're John Blackwell. Obviously, Kamari McGee fell a little bit there, but right into a trapping area, and a good job by Montana State getting a deflection, and now you can set up your press a little bit here.
Quarterfinals on ABC and ESPN+.
Montana State in need of some turnovers. Wisconsin has 11 so far today, averaged less than 10 last year. Go all the way back to Klesmit. Klesmit's doubled, got to give it up, swarmed well, guard calls timeout.
As this is a situation where the lack of an explogie is with this Montana State team. You need to know who you are. They're playing like perfect modern basketball, and I think it's going to work out for them. I think that they have a bright future. They certainly have talent, they have experience, and when you're one of those mid-major schools looking to make a run into the tournament, it's exactly what you want.
Klesmit for 3, of course! Max Klesmit, 26, 6 3-pointers made!
I mean, what more can you say about Max Klesmit? That's just end of shot clock, get it to the guy that's been hot today, and he does his job.
Was there any doubt that Max Klesmit be the one to try and close this game out? He's got it in his arms right now. Wisconsin continuing to bleed this clock, up 14. Blackwell showing off a little bit of handle. This game's starting to die down in Montana State. They wanted to face the identity of Wisconsin. They put some real nice stuff on tape of Wisconsin. Kicking it into high gear. Blackwell gives it to Tonje, gonna have to put something up. Instead feeds down low, and Crowell flicks it up, won't go. Final seconds ticking down between these two teams. This was a real fun game, David.
And one note, that ties Max Klesmit's career high with 26 points with the Badgers.
Final seconds dwindling, a clear star to show for the Badgers, but it was Wisconsin all around getting